Now to today's American Story, Bob Dotson's continuing series highlighting amazing lives. This morning, he takes us to meet a group of California women who taught each other how to live while learning how to skate.
Figure skating may be a sport for the young and the limber, but at Skatetown in Roseville, California, age and gravity seem irrelevant. These women in their 50s and 60s, a dozen strangers, came together 6 years ago to try out a common dream.
I love it.
Most have wanted to skate since they were kids, but never did.
I weighed 190 pounds in the 7th grade, so I was like the entire front row of my 7th grade class picture.
Now, Karen O'Brien is learning to figure skate while she can.
Down, up, down, kick.
She suffers from osteoporosis that leaves her with brittle bones.
Yay! You think about falling, you think about breaking things. Yeah, it's frightening. But it's not a barrier. The fear isn't a barrier.
Still, they do have their share of spills. So, Valita Warden wears
knee pads, hip pads, elbow pads, wrist guards.
And
I made my own padding to go inside my hat.
I did it wrong until now.
they are not as daring as they dream. Madeline Levy broke both legs in a fall 44 years ago. She and a partner were training for the ice capades.
I was very lucky because I was in a lift where my feet were there, so I didn't go on my head.
But she did not skate again until she turned 57.
It was such a wonderful feeling to just step back on the ice, just like being a kid all over again.
They came here to skate, but found something more. After each session, over a cup of coffee, the women began to share their stories of battered bones and found them to be so similar, it became easier to talk of loss and hope. So, gradually, they began to help each other mend their broken dreams.
We've had deaths, we've had divorces, we've had other tragedies, illness, and when we come here, something magical happens.
They become like a family.
There you go, that's better.
Such different people. A hospital volunteer who was looking for a balance to her work with the very ill.
Make sure she's not too heavy on you.
A retired pharmacist technician who now fills chocolate boxes to pay for her skating lessons. A grandmother who first came with her grandkids.
Hi, guys.
They lost interest. She lost 20 pounds. The women gather 3 mornings a week on this 23-degree ice.
We don't mind it because we're menopausal and we're out here with hot flashes.
Humor helps.
So it feels great.
52-year-old Rosalind Armstrong is recovering from shattered ribs, a broken arm, and a dislocated shoulder.
You going to practice tomorrow?
Yeah.
3 years ago, she was driving her daughter Leslie to a gymnastics meet. They were in a terrible accident.
You choose either to wallow in the bad things that happen to you, or you choose to smile and go on. I choose to smile and go on.
They all do.
Up.
Together. For today, Bob Dotson, NBC News, with an American Story in Roseville, California.